Hi everyone, Lord Crew here, and welcome to my channel. So the topic for today is about a meta deck called Tempo Aggro. So without further guys, let's proceed. So for this current or for the past weekend rank, there is a uprise of the Tempo Aggro in a meta for the Magic, and as we all know, guys, in Tempo Magic there are like two variation. The first one is the Spell Boost Magic, which I already featured in one of my YouTube channel, the Tempo Spell Boost. And another tempo is the tempo aggro. I call it tempo aggro because it's relying more on creature. So what's the difference between two? The tempo spell, if it's more about the tempo spell boost, they're relying on controlling the board using the spell, and then later on they will gonna set up to prepare for a for example, scepter artistry, or like more spell boost creature like conjurer and the lightning wall to prepare for a big follow-up of a spell damage like Epiphany or Wimbred. They also use Monolith of Storms to to increase more damage, like Monolith of Storms, spell damage, and then to finish the opponent. Now there's a uprise of the rise of the Tempo Aggro. So the difference between the Tempo Aggro is that Tempo Aggro relying on a little bit on a creature early rounds to do a little bit of damage and also for board control, and also they're relying on only spell sword, uh, a little bit on the mid in a mid range, like or in like in 5cc or 6cc or 7cc, to prepare and do a more damage using by attacking, boosting him by spell. So every time you cast spells or creature, he will be boosted up and then attack it next turn. So first thing first, guys, what make Magic so special nowadays compared with the past? The main reason why spell or the tempo Magic is so popular and so powerful now, it's not because of the cards like the creatures, like Oni Spell Sword or the spell damage. It's all about the card draw, and that's the main reason why the Geo Dev of Geodeck Dev name it Card Draw Magic rather than the Tempo Magic. Because they're relying heavily on the card draw cards, and as you can notice, there are like four cards in the deck: Palace One, Vortimir, the Volatile, and All Seeing Spires. Ever since the All Seeing Spires has been buffed, before it was like forecasting cost, it's now three. People, Magic player are using him and taking advantage of those extra card per turn. And imagine he has like order. He has like an order means it's hard for War to kill this card, and especially uh like deception or any deck that rely on creatures or weapons to kill a creature. So because he's like an ordered, the only way to kill him is using spells or god power, for example, for especially. So now, as long as the tempo has a card draw ability, he can use spells and gain another card. So instead of like one draw per turn, you might have chance of like two cards per turn or more. Especially if you have like All Seeing Eye and Palace One at the same time, you can like have like three cards. The one you draw on your first turn, All Seeing Eye for the end of your turn, and Palace One every time you use this ability. And FYI, the more cards you have, the more advantage because you can like set up for your finishing blow and also control the board, right? And that's like the main concept why it's called a tempo. And now the next part is like what will be like the net decking, like what are the popular deck for this one. As you can notice, uh uh the aggro tempo aggro are popular because of like the flying carpet and the oni spell sword. So another deck is player who play using flying carpet because it's a one casting cost 3-1 with ward, hard for uh and very aggressive early rounds because it can deal 3 damage to god if you're not able to kill him. It can also be used to control the board, like especially attacking the black jaguar of nature. But technically, if this is undisputed first in the early round, you can like literally deals 3 damage an early round. Okay, and some players like me, I instead of using flying carpet, I use skeleton heavy because skeleton heavy has more health, means I can like do a damage and survivability and even like control the board, like kill those 2-2 or 1-1 easily without him like dying. So that's like the advantage of it. Okay, and as you can see, they're relying literally on his spell sword. So, uh, if we go check another, so 7986 was the last week rank 3. He managed to get 23 wins, and this is like his key cards. He has like 4 card draw, Palas, Vortimir, and Osingai, and he has only spell sword, but majority of the cards are the same. Ancient text. If you compare that one on the rank 7, he has no Palace one. He has only 3 card draw, 2 all seeing, and 1 Vortimir, and he has no flying carpet, and he's using skeleton heavy. He has no iron tooth, and he's using Varga. I think he does not care about the weapon of the opponent. He more on the control. And as you see, almost same identical to everything. Monolith and Wyrmbreath for additional finishing blow or can kill a big minion or big health minion of opponent, but literally they're relying on spells. Another one, Owling. So I don't know who copied first, but they're like almost identical except for the Iron Tooth Goblin. No Palace one, only 3 card draw. So I think it's very effective if you have like Palace one, but it's very expensive now. But still, you can still get a good win draw. So this unknown player managed to get 23 wins, and Oling managed to get 22 wins and managed to enter the top 20. In my version, I both do combination. I use Skeleton Heavy and Iron Tooth, and as you can notice, I have like a Palace one. That's why I have like one left Miraculous Familiar. Some majority of player adds 2 vow of learning. I added one only and used defend the ramparts because defend the ramparts will be deals 3 damage if you have like all seeing eye in play. So because all seeing eye is a structure, so it will boost your defend the rampart into a deals 3 damage to 2 target creatures. So that's like the decomposition. So what will be the play style? First thing is mulligan. Go for always keep your card draw card. If I'm the first player, I have 1 extra mana. I go for first turn Palace one or second turn All Seeing Eye. I usually keep Vortimer still, but I make sure that once I cast this one, I manage to get his draw card ability. So I have like 1 extra spell, like either Form of Power, Ancient Text, or uh Starbolt, to make sure that once I cast him, I gonna cast a spell, so I take advantage of the one draw. Okay, so that's my key. And then, if you don't have like the early mulligan, always keep your 1 casting cost. I sometimes I drop Street Conjurer, but it depends on the opponent. If your opponent is nature, it's not bad to play Street Conjurer, but FYI, be careful of the canopy, be careful of underbrush boar. But once you play this one and he survived, you imagine you can like deal 3 damage using Ancient Tech or Form of Power on your opponent's Black Jaguar. So it's like depending on your opponent, but I highly recommend go for you never go wrong of first turn Shadow Scryer and Assistant Alchemist. Okay, or even do a skeleton heavy, but usually at first I will keep my 1 extra mana if I'm a first player. Just like in case like if I need to do a big combo in late game. Okay. So next, the second point of view is don't play Oni Spell Sword early round. Always keep him until you are ready to do the combo like the Oni spells and spell boost damage. So keep him until like probably in 7 casting costs or 6 casting costs. That's the time that you gonna play. Make sure when to cast him. Make sure if your opponent has no creature at the board, or you have like one creature at the board, like let's say 3/3, and then you can like spell cast on his spell sword, and then kill that creature, and then also make sure you have managed to give him protect, like ancient text can give him protect, and even the vow of learning. So vow of learning and ancient tech can give protect to only spell sword, and that's the main reason why you need to give him to protect, because if he can be killed either by spells, but because he has ward, the only fastest way to kill him will be a creature, either creature with blitz or by weapon, because he only has 3 health. So if you manage to let him survive that turn, means next turn you can do more damage, or you can do a lethal damage now to opponent. So that's the playstyle here. Never play him on first, on early round, especially in 3cc or in third round or fourth or five. Make sure you're gonna play him if you already set up, you have like a lot of spells in your hand and ready for go for the final blow, like a big one push attack. You, if you don't have like one spell sword in the hand, you can like rely also do more damage using the monolith. FYI, in playing monolith, either you play this one to control the board, kill those big wall frontline creature for only spell sword to attack, or you can just use him to deal more damage to lower his health. And then once you're like in range, you can do a wind breath as a final attack. So either like attack only, wind breath, or monolith. That will be your lethal or your finisher. Okay. So rule number 1, mulligan for the card draw. Rule number 2, your mulligan must be all like 1 casting cost or 2 casting costs. 3, rule number 3, don't play only spell sword early round, play him later, and always give him protect if possible. If you know that he will survive, good, because you need him to survive for you to do an attack next turn and probably do a lot of combos, spell damage, attack. It will devastate your opponent. Okay, and that's it, guys. So keep in mind, board control first, spell damage later, attack later. So thank you so much, guys. I will do a playtest, so please keep watching. So we're gonna go for Mage Bolt. And this is the best first drop. 3 damage to deals the pickpocket. And I think we're like in good. Gonna play Palace 1 first turn. Use the mana as soon as possible.
Let's see how many ways you can disappoint me.
Watch your back.
So usually Mage or Magic has like high chance of winning versus Deception, because we can like literally counter all of his like order creatures, especially order creature. If he does something, then response with a Hillstorm.
The possibilities are endless.
Next time we can go for All Seeing Eye, so to gain more. As long as we get more card draw, the better.
My turn. It would appear I'm out of options.
Next time we can play Skeleton Hunter.
That about does it.
We will save this one a little bit once we have like a lot of spells.
The possibilities are endless.
they have hunting traps.
Hmm.
My turn. Patience is a virtue.
Hmm.
Hmm. That's enough for now.
Hmm.
A wandering mind treads a dangerous path. My turn. It would appear I'm out of options. That about does it. The possibilities are endless.
Let's go get him. I'm right behind you.
So next turn, or it's okay. I can like do more lethal damage. Okay, I think we just gonna burst this one with
So
the next one.
predictable.
Burst the front line and attack. As long as he has ward and protect, I think not able to kill that. Gonna go for Mage Bolt. We're gonna drop a little bit the Street Conjuring. Too many Shadow Sky. Not quite sure if this is like a good idea. Let's proceed. As much as possible, we need
Don't
cards.
disappoint me. Godspeed.
This is like a playtest, so let's see if like having multiple 1/1 give us an advantage.
Let's see how many ways you can disappoint me.
If you can get the Rune of Strength as much as early as possible, advantage for us because we have like Ward Protect. Go for the card draw. Big damage. Can ping. No, we cannot ping. Literally, this one skill is to attack, especially the ward. So the palace one is more, what is like more an Aether. Mystic or Aether.
My turn. That is not possible. That would be unwise.
It's ratified.
The possibilities are endless.
So instead of killing my
This ought
oh,
to
this
be
is good
entertaining.
to give protect, so at least so many more.
My turn.
Yes. So
Consider
he's,
this
I believe
a
he's a
learning experience.
ramp or structure magic, and our advantage is we having Oni spell sword a super protect. He has like protect and ward hard for magic. I think he will need at least like 2 spells or 3 spells to kill him. And as you can notice, if he's having difficulty to kill one creature or 1/3 creature or even our all seeing eye, it means he's running out of spell. We're gonna go for Mage Bolt and control the game. So our opponent is a war.
Let's see how many ways you can disappoint me. Brace yourself.
Good. Uh,
This looks promising.
we're gonna cast all the skeleton heavy first, then start using our spells. We have to do a board control or play play more minion. So later on, if we're gonna start using spell, it will be like easy ping or easy damage.
The possibilities are endless. My followers bow to none. The possibilities are endless.
So unless he has like an AoE, deals 2 carnage sweep, he can kill 3 of our creatures. So as long as I play carnage sweep as expected, manage to
My turn. Enough of these games. This looks promising.
We don't need anyone from here. Uh, if you have like another, it will be like difficult for us. Try this one.
The sun sets.
So we
the
can
light
get.
fades.
He can get
Day
this
or
one. He
night,
can kill one of our
war
one.
endures.
That will be on his advantage. Literally wait for that.
My turn.
The good for us is so protecting the Oni is the best. So we don't have like any more spell damage. We need spell. We need spell.
This looks promising.
Oh. Deck. I like to get this one to do more massive damage.
Let's see how
So
this
7cc
plays
he has Hector. Good for him.
out. Boundaries must be respected.
Hector. He has Blitz Twin Strike.
This I did not foresee.
As I mentioned, Hector. GG. Top deck. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, kindly please subscribe and like. And you have like questions or suggestions, kindly please leave me a comment. And see you next time. And thank you for watching.
There's a distance between us, It's getting hard to reach out.